All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome in. So Tom Pelissero of the NFL Network is reported. And by the way, Pelissero actually reported this at like 6 a.m., I think, 6:30. I remember getting up and going to the bathroom and like checking my phone real quick. And I saw that there was like Jets news. I'm like, why is this coming out at like 6 a.m.? But in any case, Quinnen Williams is going to be skipping voluntary workouts with the New York Jets that begin today, April 17th. Now, although it's quite frankly, it sucks. It's unfortunate. This was the expectation. They are voluntary workouts. Of course, you want a guy in Quinnen Williams, one of the best players on the team, arguably the best player on the team, one of the leaders. If he continues to put up seasons like he just did, this is somebody who could literally go down as one of the best Jets to ever play. I mean, that's not a stretch to say at this point, given his age. Now, on one hand, I do understand it from Quinnen's perspective because it's like, hey, I'm coming off an all-pro season. Look at what Hargrave got. Look at what Daron Payne got. Look at what Jeffrey Simmons got. These contracts are all going up. It's like, hey, if the Jets want to wait around and, continue to negotiate for the, Aaron Rodgers trade, that's fine. But my price tag is going to go up. It was initially reported that Quinnen was seeking $21 million annually. This was a couple months ago, right around the time the season ended. 21 mil. Now it's looking like it's going to be 25 million because time has passed and star defensive tackles are signing. And the bottom line is not only is just Quinnen the better player when compared to all those other defensive tackles, but he's coming off the best season compared to all those D tackles. If I had to rank them, I would say Quinnen is a top 3 defensive tackle in all of football based off of what we saw this past season and where he's projected to go next season, right? Continuing to build with the, inside the Saleh scheme. Hopefully, the defense won't have to save games and the offense could actually put up points more effectively next season, which would take some of the pressure off of his plate, off of the defense's plate. And, another hope for this, hope for Joe Douglas this offseason, although we signed Quentin Jefferson, I still want the Jets to add at defensive tackle, right? With knowing how Ulbrich likes to rotate guys in, rotate guys out, always having fresh legs in the mix, having that attacking mindset on the defensive line here, understanding that, knowing he likes to mess around with the snap count percentages, all that kind of stuff. We need more talent here. We need more bodies. We need more depth at defensive tackle. I mean, that's just the bottom line. Now, personally, I do think it's going to get done. I don't think we're going to see it done anytime soon. If I had to take a guess, I would probably say May after the draft or in June. Just this Rodgers thing is really stifling everything. I feel like the Jets just aren't doing much until this situation is figured out. And, it's unfortunate that it's still in the works, that it's been in the works for literal months now, since I want to say, confirmed since the Senior Bowl. And it just doesn't really seem like there's any sort of clarity on it. It could happen today. It could happen the day before the draft. It could happen on draft night, day 1, day 2, day 3. It could happen after the draft. It could happen all the way in June. It's still completely wide open, completely up in the air. And, it's just super fresh. All these reports coming out that are just contradicting one another, conflicting reports here. It's just super, I just want the Rodgers thing to get done, right? I just want that settled. And then once we have that settled, we know what's going to Green Bay, right? We know what we're losing here. We're knowing exactly the money situation, what's, hitting our books. And now we have the freedom to address linebacker, to, address safety or offensive line. Now we know who we're picking now we know where we're going to be picking in the draft. And we have our quarterback in place. We know what the team is going to look like. We're not going pick by pick, watching the timer go down while also, trying to maneuver through the draft, while at the same time trying to negotiate with the Green Bay Packers for Aaron Rodgers on draft night, and, you know, keeping an eye on all these players that, you know, are going off the board. I just don't want to, I want to avoid a potential curveball situation. That's why I'm a big advocate of trying to get this thing done before the draft. But in any case, Quinnen Williams will be skipping voluntary workouts with the Jets. Unfortunate, not great news, but at the same time, it's voluntary workouts, and everybody saw this coming in the first place. Let's get him signed to the extension. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. And as always, go Jets.